All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to today's webinar on augmenting, pardon me. Okay, all right, quick redo. Good morning, good afternoon, hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar on augmenting analytics with SAP Analytics Cloud. Thank you all for dedicating some of your time today and joining this session. Just a couple of quick housekeeping items, if Laura, you wouldn't mind moving to the next slide. Today, this is going to be an interactive session for the audience. So we'll have a dedicated Q&A time at the end, along with some trivia sprinkled in throughout the presentation. All audience members are going to be placed on mute. So the best way for everyone to engage or ask questions is via the Q&A box down at the bottom of the Zoom window. Feel free to enter in your questions at any point during the presentation. And then at the end, we will we'll go through those and answer those the best we can for you. In addition, I encourage everyone to stay until the end of the session, as we wanted to make sure everybody has the opportunity to take something tangible away with them today. We'll be offering a free proof of concept using your own sample data. And all you'll need to do that to receive that is just join us via one of two ways. At the end of the meeting today, we'll open up a Microsoft Teams breakout room so we can continue the conversation as a group. Or if you do have a hard stop at the conclusion, there'll be a link to my calendar so we can schedule some one-on-one time to continue the conversation. So that wraps up housekeeping. Just the agenda for today, so everyone understands the flow of the webinar. Just like we listed out in the invitation you received, the majority of this presentation will be around demoing the SAP Analytics Cloud solution, and of course, spending some time answering whatever questions you might have. First, we'll be introducing just the solution as a whole, giving you a little bit of context and background. Then my colleague, Laura, who we'll meet in a second, will walk us through a demo of the solution. And like I mentioned a moment ago, at the end, we'll have some trivia and take care of whatever questions you might have. So that's the flow of what we'll be seeing today. If we could go to the next slide, Laura, let's meet the speakers. So again, thank you everyone for joining. My name is Cody Carlson. I'm a account executive with SEIDOR Analytics. I've been in the SAP space for about 7 years now, specializing in helping companies leverage their data to execute or reach their business outcomes. Also with me, I have my partner, Gustavo Schattenhofer. Hi, Gustavo, how are you?
Hi, Cody, how are you? It's nice to be here. Thank you for the introductions.
Of course, it's great to have you. And just so everyone knows, Gustavo is the director of SEIDOR North America. And he's a true SME within the analytics space. He's been working with companies globally for over 20 years. So he'll be a great asset to help answer some of the questions that'll pop up throughout the course of the demo. And along with Gustavo, I also have Laura Patino. Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining today.
Hi, Cody, and thank you all for accepting this invitation and be here with us today.
Great. Yeah, thank you for, again, thank you for joining. And just so everyone knows, Laura is our solutions engineer. She'll be walking us through the demo today. And she has a master's degree in BI and data analytics and has been educating customers within the analytics space for the last 7 years. So it'll be great to have Laura give the presentation today. So that's who we are. And again, it's nice to meet everybody. So let's kick things off with just a quick background on what the intelligent enterprise is, and of course what the solution looks like as a whole. So a question that I tend to get from a lot of customers about the SAP Analytics Cloud when it's a brand new solution to them or they're looking at it for the first time is, what is the intelligent enterprise and how is it relevant to an analytics solution? So traditionally, as BI and reporting goes, the focus has been two core areas, right? It's a picture of what's happening now in your business and a picture of what's already happened. The third piece of that is what makes the SAP Analytics Cloud an intelligent technology, which allows you to take a look at, okay, let's take the picture of what's already happened, what's happening now, and leverage that to forecast and predict what's going to happen in the future so we can plan accordingly to meet and exceed our business goals. And we'll walk you through that in more detail once Laura begins giving you the demonstration. You'll see things like the artificial intelligence that's embedded throughout the solution, and just the ease of use and how it helps you get to the predictable part of the solution. So Laura, could you go to the next slide, please? Okay, so why the SAP Analytics Cloud, and I guess what makes it different from all those analytics solutions that are out there on the market, right? So first off, it's the only analytics solution that pieces together or is fully integrated with business intelligence, planning, and analysis, along with predictive insights. And also, whether or not you have an SAP ERP system or a different ERP from another provider, the solution is able to connect to any data source and report on that data. So you don't need to just have an integrated suite of ERP or SAP solutions in order to enable the intelligent aspect of the solution. It's able to execute, or you can leverage that feature no matter where the data is coming from. Also, you'll see a couple of different key pieces that Laura will be walking you through today, such as smart discovery, search to insight, and smart insights. You're able to have conversations with the actual solution, much like you would with a Amazon Alexa, right? You can pose a question about your data, and the solution will yield the result that you asked it for. So those are some of the key highlights of what makes the solution unique. Now that we've covered what the solution looks like, let me turn it over to Laura to walk you through the demonstration. Laura, if you want to go ahead and take it away.
Hey, thank you, Cody, for your introduction. So today I'd like to share with all of you some of the smart capabilities that are available within SAP Analytics Cloud. So first, here is some of the topics I'm going to be covering today. Some of them are going to be how you can get the right insights based on your data, how you can get the right visualizations, also how you can interact with SAP Analytics Cloud. I am going to show you how you can use the Smart Insights feature and have some key contributors to your data, and also how you can have predictive analytics. You can also learn how to identify key drivers and factors that influence your business. And finally, I'm going to show you how you can easily collaborate with your peers and access the platform from anywhere at any time. So first, the smart capability that will help you to get answers faster in a very natural way is called search to insight. So you'll simply need to type a question, ask the platform what you want to see, and it will automatically generate visualizations on the fly. It will also recognize important trends with just the click of a button, and you don't require the knowledge of query languages like SQL, R, or Python. So if you don't have that technical background, you can easily inspect your data. So I'm just gonna go through the demo now. Let me. Okay, I'm having some trouble here. Yeah, so here is the SAP Analytics Cloud landing page. I'm accessing it by my browser. I didn't have to download or install anything. SAP Analytics Cloud is supposed to be self-service. It is so easy to use. It has a friendly user interface, so you can customize it as you want. So for example, here I can drag these charts all over the screen. I can resize it as I want it. I can also select what kind of information I want to see here. And here on the left bar, you can see the navigation bar where all the functionalities of SAP Analytics Cloud are available. Now, I'm gonna go to create a story. I'll select Canvas. You have other options like create a responsive page or grid, or go directly to Smart Discovery. Now, after I'm on the story page, the first thing I need to do is to add my data. You can connect different types of data sources, so it could be both cloud or on-premises systems. You can connect both non-SAP or SAP, or pretty much whatever you want. Or you can also add Excel files or CSV documents. And also you can connect a pre-existing data model, and the data model is the information I previously uploaded to the system. So I'm gonna select that option, and here I'm just going to look for my data model. Now the information I just selected is about a fast food company, and it contains information about the food cost, paper cost, units sold, and things like that. Now, I want to start creating my story. So I'm going to use the smart feature I just talked to you about. It is called Search to Insight. You just go to the top bar and select this light bulb, click there. And the only thing you need to do is chat with the platform. So I'm just gonna say them that I want to compare units sold by time. As you can see, I misspelled this word, but it actually understood what I tried to say. It is showing me the unit sale. I was asking for units sold, so probably here is the sorry. Here was the information I was looking for. Now it is showing me a time series chart. I can add this chart if I like it to my story, just adding copy to and select page 1. And I can also continue be looking for some other information I want to, like show me the top 5 units sold by category. So it automatically did the top 5. If I didn't, if I did not select top 5, it will bring the whole items, but it is intelligent enough to make that for me. So then again, I'll just go to copy that to my story page. Now I'll just exit this, and now I have started to create in my story. As I told you, it is supposed to be self-service, so you can change the colors, add reference lines, you can resize it, and those kind of stuff. Now, the other functionality I want to show you is the Smart Insights. So it will be dig deeper into my data, and it will showing me legend here. So it is bringing me information I didn't know were there. So if I click here and view more, I can see some other information like charts. So for example, I can see the units sold per business day during the last 3 days. So I can see here we had an increase, and things like that. I can copy this information as well to my story. And here is the thing I think we can highlight the most. What are the top contributors? So within the regular drinks that are the category with the highest unit sold, we have the medium Coke is the item with the highest unit Coke within regular drinks. Here we can also see that Coca-Cola is the unit sold per menu type with the highest unit sold. So as you see, we have like more information that I just had just only asking for units sold per menu category. So this can give you a 360 view of your business. And also, if this information is useful for me, I just need to copy that to my Canvas page. Okay, so let's go back to the presentation. So just a review of what you just saw. You learn how to use the Smart Search to Insight feature and interact with your data, and you also learn how to use the Smart Insights and dig into your data. Moving on to the next slide. There is also a functionality that allows you to make forecasts. It is useful if you have historical data and you want to know what will happen with your business in the future. So you can do that again just with a simple click, and it will automatically update projections as new data becomes available. Now I'll go back again to the demo and show you how you can do that super easy. I will discard the story, just starting creating there, and I'll go to a really build a complete story. Okay, again, here we're gonna see information about the fast food company I just told you about. Here we can see information about its sales. Just a overview of what you're seeing here. On the top, we have some indicators about their sales, the year-to-date sales and the month-to-date sales. We are also seeing that here we had a comparison to the same date during the last year, and we are seeing that there was a decrease of 2% on the total sales. Here we're also seeing the sales split by type of sales. So we have delivery, eating, and takeaway sales. Now we can see that the takeaway sales are with the highest number of sales. So we can also know that there is an important income for our business. On the left, we have some filters, so I can see information by city. So let's select Dubai, and it will recalculate the whole dashboard. So for example, for Dubai, we can see that the highest sales are eating. So as easy as you are seeing, you can have like an interesting view of your business. Now, here we have time series chart with the information during the month of March. And again, it is split by type of sales, eating, takeaway, and delivery. And here I am going to do the forecasting. Now, if I click these 3 dots here and then click on add, I will have the option of forecast. I have 3 options for forecasting: an automatic forecast, so you don't need to worry what is behind, it will automatically do that for you. Or you can use advanced options, so you have 2 algorithms here, linear regression and triple exponential. I suggest that if you don't have analytical background or technical background, just go for the automatic forecast. And that's what I'm going to do today. It takes obviously a while. Now it have made the forecast. So we had information until March the 31st, and now we have the probably sales for the next 6 days. So we can see that on the April the 5th, we will have the highest sales in 3 of the type of sales I just told you about. Now I can see that also on April the 3rd, my sales will decrease a little bit, so I can, take an action for that. Maybe just make some offers or things like that in order to increase my sales. Okay, so coming back to the presentation, a summary of what I just said. So you just learn how you can use the forecasting functionality, and that you have 3 options there to use: automatic forecast, linear regression, or triple exponential algorithm. Now, if you want to understand what drives your business and understand, those hidden patterns that are there, you can use the Smart Discovery feature. So it is an automated machine learning model that will allow you to identify interesting patterns in your data, detect how different factors influence business performance. You can discover the outliers or anomalies on your data and take corrective action if it's the case. And you can also can have what if scenarios. So how just changing some of the influencers on your business, you can know how it will perform in the future. Okay, so going back to my story, if I click here on the edit button, and if I go on the top and select more, then I find that functionality. It is called Smart Discovery. Now, once you're there, you just need to select the topic. First, you select the target, so that's the variable you want to analyze. For this matter, I'll select unit sold. And also you need to select an entity, so that's the information by you're going to be analyzing the target. So here I'm going to select item. Now, I just need to press run. It takes some time, so for a matter of time, I already run it, so I'm going to show you the results. Now, after it ends running, it will automatically create these 4 tabs over here. They are overview, key influencers, unexpected values, and simulation. If you go to overview, you are gonna see a summary of the algorithm that just run. So you can see that the total units sold were 92,000 units. You can also see that the total number of items analyzed were 1,672. And here we can see the distribution of items by units sold. For example, here we know that 1,633 items belongs to the range of 0 and 499 units sold. And in less proportion, we here know that 21 items belongs to the range of 500 and 998 units sold. And the same for the rest of information we're seeing here. Now we can also see a chart, a time series chart. So here we're seeing information for the last 3 days, and it is making a forecasting. So it is telling us that in April the 1st, we will have a total of units sold, a total of 34,000 units sold. And also we are seeing here that the units sold, the total units sold by item. So it is showing us some details. So here we can see that cone has the highest units sold with 7,944. I think that's pretty obvious because we all love ice cream. So then I'll go to key influencers. And I think that here is where this information becomes interesting, because it will show us what are the variables that influences the most the data we just analyzed. So we can see that units takeaway, eating, and delivery are the ones that influences the most our business. So having that in mind, we can again make some decisions and always try to improve our business. We also have some detail. Here we have 3 charts divided by type of units, if it is takeaway, delivery, or eating. I'm going to explain this one. So here we can see that 1,268 items belong to the range of 0 and 1,000 units takeaway. And in general, it belongs in this total items belong to the range of 0 and 1,330 units in general. And so again, that's the same information for the rest of the kind of units. Then I'll go to unexpected values. And here we're going to see the information or the data that the algorithm thinks it would have happened, but actually didn't. So let me select, for example, this item number 2. So the units sold expected for this item were 47, but it actually had 169. It has a difference of 2,058%. If I go here, if I scroll, I can see what item is that. It is a banana. So if I click that little dot, I can see a comparison of what was expected and what actually happened. For this matter, actually the results are good because the sales were higher than expected, but it could have been the opposite. So having this information is important to take corrective actions. And finally, we have the simulation tab. So here we can see that the expected units sold per item is supposed to be 4,020 units sold. And here we can see the variables that influences the units sold and what is their impact in the final result. So here it is telling us if it impacts the data strongly positive or weakly negative or strongly negative if it is the case. So here I'm just going to show you if I change this number, the unit discount, and I just lower it to 10 and then click on the simulate button. It will automatically recalculate this data here, and it is telling me that it will have a decrease of 6%. So this functionality is very useful. You can, have the what if scenarios. So what happens if you, take one decision or the other? Okay. So coming back to the presentation, you just learn how to use the smart discovery and detect that patterns that affect your data and your business in general. Okay, then I'm going to show you how you can easily collaborate with your peers. So it will be super easy to break down silos. You can enhance workflows with commenting across the platform. You can easily share stories for self-service analytic access. This is a functionality that allows you to work as a team, basically. So coming back to my story. Okay, let's suppose you are building the story and you want that your colleagues collaborate with you, you know, reviewing some of the indicators or things like that. So you just go to the top and select the share icon, then click on share. And then here you just need to add the user you want to collaborate with. I select the person, and then I can define what kind of access that person can have. So if you know, that person only can have view access or can edit the story or can have full control of the whole story. So as simple as that, you just need to click share and that person will be notified. Another way to collaborate within the platform is to go to this calls icon. It is right away right away from the bell. You just click that and it will appear a discussion session here. You just need to click the add button. Again, you select here the people. You can select one or as much people as you wanted. So let's select these two. I click OK. And then here I just need to type a message like, you know, check the delivery sales for Dubai. And again, they will be notified. I can also add or link the story so they will know exactly what I am asking for. And finally, another way of interacting is the comment session. So it is easy. You just need to, sorry, I already add a comment. So I'll select the three buttons here. Click on add and then the comment. So here I can, you know, write whatever I want, like check this out of the comment, and I can also interact with the comment, you know, like it or delete it. So it is pretty simple to collaborate, okay? And finally, I would like to tell you that you can access the platform no matter what device are you using. So you can access using your phone, if you can access using a laptop or an iPad. You can easily create your story to be responsive, and then you can see it wherever you are and from any device. So it is useful because if you want one of your executives to access this information and, you know, probably he or she is not at the office in the moment, so they can access the information from any device. I'm going to show you how you can see it in your device. So we created this story to be responsive. If I just click here in display, sorry, no there. I need to go to the edit view. Now you just need to click here in format and device preview. It is taking more time than expected today. I suppose it's my computer. You don't need to worry about that. And then here I just select the device. Let's select iOS. And then I just need to select the size I want to visualize it. So for this matter, it will going to display it in a small font. So here you can see how you will visualize this information using your phone. So it's pretty easy. Then here you can change the size. Let's select an iPad. And as simple as that, you are accessing the information from any device. So that was everything I wanted to share with all of you. So now let's move on.
Yeah, thank you, Laura. That was a great presentation. You know, it's really cool to see how the solution enhances just the data that organizations have, right? Everybody has a different structure. It's sitting in different places, but no matter what that architecture looks like, the solution, you know, enables you to remove those data silos and get everybody connected from the top of an organization, whether it's a C-level executive all the way down to an individual contributor on the shop floor. So very cool, and thank you for showing that demonstration. Again, just as a reminder, any questions that you might have, please feel free to pop them into the Q&A area of the screen. But now let's change it up a little bit, have a little fun as a group. We're going to play a little bit of trivia. So Laura, if you want to go ahead and pop up the trivia box, you'll see a couple of questions that'll pop up on the screen, and you can go ahead and answer the questions right through the window that'll pop up. But Laura, let me know once you go ahead and initiate that.
Yeah, I just initiated. Tell me if you're seeing that right now.
Yes, we do see it up on the screen. So if the audience wants to go ahead and go through the trivia questions, there's just a couple of them there. We'll give you about a minute or two to go ahead and complete the questions up on the screen. Yeah,
sure. So the first question is, SAP Analytics Cloud is the only analytics solution that combines BI planning and predictive analytics in the cloud. Is it true or false?
Right. So let's see. We can give just the audience another minute, and then once the questions are completed, I believe we can go ahead and view the results as a group and see the results up on the screen and talk through them.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like there's.
Okay, the second question is, SAP Analytics Cloud connects with which of the following data sources? First, the SAP ERP, 2, MS SQL Server, 3, flat files, and 4, any data source.
Right, looks like we have we got 3 correct answers. We have a smart audience so far. Any data source is the correct answer, like I mentioned earlier in the presentation. It is an SAP solution, but it being a cloud analytics solution, any source that your data is coming from naturally integrates or connects to the solution. moving on, the third question here, it looks like we have a couple of different responses on number 3. What's the action that allows us to get information of the important contributing factors of my KPIs? Laura, do you want to fill us in on what number three is? Is it smart discovery or smart insights? We have a split audience.
Yeah, as I explained during the demo, it is smart discovery. So you just kind of have the information of those hidden patterns that are always available within our data.
Great. And then just moving down 2 more questions. Number 4, SAP Analytics Cloud makes smart decisions faster by integrating which of the following? Again, it looks like we have a little bit of split between the audience. Laura, what's the correct answer here?
The correct is all of the above. You can, SAP Analytics Cloud has embedded artificial intelligence, automatic machine learning algorithms, and also natural language processing. So it is what allows you to, ask questions to the tool as if you were chatting with any person.
Great. And just the last question, looks like we've got answers across all the different options, but based on stories that you showed, within the solution, we can ensure that everyone is on the same page through what feature: artificial intelligence and augmented analytics, the integration with on-prem applications, or in context social conversation.
Yeah, the right answer there is in context social conversation.
Right, and just that, I think to note there, AI and augmented analytics is embedded throughout the solution. And of course, there is an integration with on-prem applications, which basically enables the clean, reliable data. But the way to get everybody on the same page through communication is being able to share the stories that you've created and push the information around to whoever needs to see it. So that was the trivia session. Thank you guys for everyone that participated. Next, if you want to move to the next slide, Laura, just really quickly, just a second, 30 seconds to a minute on how SEIDOR sort of ties the solution all together for our customers. So just a little bit of background. SEIDOR Analytics is part of SEIDOR Group. We're one of 11 platinum SAP partners in the world. As far as our skill set and what we have to offer from a team perspective, we have 180 plus certified SAP Analytics consultants spread out around the globe. So we are able to cover you locally or from a global capacity if you have multiple sites. We've completed over 280 projects and have over 500 happy customers around the world as well. In addition, based on the work that we've completed, we have won also 25 SAP Pinnacle Awards over the last 5 years. And the one SEIDOR Analytics is most proud of is Analytics Partner of the Year that we've won recently. And just as far as what we offer from a solution perspective, we are able to cover you and have specialization in all areas of data and reporting. So we understand that it's not just an analytics tool that gets you where you need to go. We have rapid deployment solutions and specializations across data governance, integrations, whatever it might be. We're happy to consult with you and get the whole data structure of how you get laid out in your organization to up to date with the correct best practice, so you can leverage your data as an asset instead of viewing it as something that might be slowing your organization down. Any more information you might want on these solutions, I'm happy to elaborate with anybody on a one-on-one basis. But enough about us. Let's talk about the audience. I saw some questions come in through the Q&A. Gustavo, if you want to go ahead and and start working us through those. Let's answer some questions for the audience.
Yes, thank you, Gori. I have some questions here. One of them, I will start with the first one, and it's asking is BO or will business objects be dismissed by SAP 4.3 is released recently and replaced by SAC in the future? If yes, by when? So basically no. Is going to both solutions are going to remain. The idea of the strategy from SAP is try to have like a hybrid platform where you can have some of your platform on-premise solution and the other one on SAC. So basically, or in some time everything will go to the cloud, but initially there is no or is not in the SAP roadmap that BO is going to come to an end. Essentially today is a lot of reporting stuff and a lot of things that will continue, and it will remain to keep the updates on the business objects platform. This will be or SAC is going to complement or is complementing this business objects platform really. Okay, so that's one. I don't know if that's answered. In any case, we can continue then. Another question here that we have is that seems very simple. That or at least Laura showed it simple, but how long does it take to implement these solutions, for example, for a sales team? Well, I will take that, and it's pretty simple, really. There are some of the box analytics that you can start working with, and as Laura showed, it's not difficult to create these kind of solutions. As a matter of fact, it's pretty easy to do that. But in terms of the implementation time, it usually takes from 3 to 4 weeks, but that will of course depend on the different data sources that you would like to integrate into the solution, the maturity of the information or the data that you are going to take into consideration. But usually it's about 3 to 4 weeks to do this kind of implementation. And also think that you might once you have your data, your information there, as you see, is pretty much a self-service solution, so you will be able to maintain that and create new insights or new analytics with the information that you have there. Okay. I have another question here. You mentioned that the solution includes planning capabilities. Is that something that we need to implement separately? Cody, I don't know if you want to take that.
Yeah, so that's a good question. It's not a separate implementation. Basically how that works, there are two different license types. And if you want, say you have 100 users, you want 95 people to be able to have access just to the reporting aspect of SAC, that's fine. And if you want 5 people to have access to the planning capabilities, all you need to do is just simply enable the planning capacity or feature within the license. So it's just a matter of flipping a switch, not any additional implementation time.
Okay, great. Thank you, Cody. We have one more question here. Is it necessary to have an SAP ERP or any other SAP software to use these kind of visualizations or dashboard visualizations?
No, absolutely not. As I told you during the presentation, you can connect any type of data source, and could be both SAP or non-SAP. You can connect, cloud applications. You can connect your CRM, your regular databases. They could be SQL, Oracle, pretty much whatever. So no, it doesn't need to be ERP by SAP.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Gustavo, I see one additional question that just came in. Will we get a copy of the recorded session today? The answer, yes. I encourage you to follow us on social media, including our YouTube channel, which is where we upload all of our webinars. And anyone who attended or registered for the session today, you'll get a copy of it directly sent to you as well. But don't forget to follow us on social for other content that we'll be pushing out as well.
Okay, great. Thank you, Corey. I believe those are the questions for now. I'm not seeing any other questions. So I think that we are good to go.
Okay, yeah, if you want to just populate the last slide, Gustavo, as I mentioned at the beginning of the session, we're now going to open up a breakout room via Microsoft Teams. If you want, we'd like to continue the conversation with us. And remember, as I mentioned, just by joining us, we're happy to offer you a POC that we'll create for you for free based on whatever data you'd like us to do it on. And if you have a hard stop here at the top of the hour, feel free to scan that QR code and schedule a meeting with myself, Laura, or Gustavo directly. So if we want to share the link, I believe we'll see it in the chat there to open up the breakout room. We'll go ahead and open that up, and we hope to see some or all of the attendees, in the breakout room, so we can get to know each other a little bit. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you, everyone. See you.
Thank you. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.